So Snowflake. So what is a Snowflake? It's a cloud-based data platform, not in local desktop. Say cloud-based data used for data warehousing and data sharing from one user to another user and data engineering. So Snowflake is a cloud-based data platform used for warehousing, data sharing, and engineering. And Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse run on the any cloud, Microsoft Azure or AWS or Google. Here you don't want to install. We don't want to devote the resources center, maintenance, and support in-house server. So what are the features? Key feature, cloud native and fully managed. And separation of storage and compute. Storage is separate, compute is separate. And automatic suspend. You are not using data warehouse, suspend stage and resume. And secure data sharing. Support semi-structured data type, JSON and R. I prefer this architecture. Snowflake architecture. So the Snowflake architecture divided into three major components. Cloud services, query processing, database storage. Database storage, actual data stored under database. But here actual database storage, we cannot execute that query. If you want to execute that query, what to do? Query processing we need to do, the warehouse. Able to understand? Warehouse. So warehouse for query execution purpose, database for storage purpose. And how to communicate the cloud service, authentication and authorization and metadata information goes to cloud services. So totally the Snowflake architecture divided into three major components. What are they? Database, data warehouse, cloud services. Database for storage purpose, data warehouse for virtual warehouse, creating multiple node we can create for query processing. Cloud services, authentication and access control. You are creating username, password, infrastructure manager, query optimizer, metadata manager, security, that information, everything cloud services will take. So total major divided into three components: database storage, query processing, cloud services. Second, yes. Second, what are the key features? Cloud native and fully managed. Separation of storage and count. Automatic suspend and receive. And the secure data sharing. Then semi-structured data types of JSON and RV. So when we need to use Snowflake, let us take one example. We have one retail company. We are working in retail company, wants to store and analyze their sales data across region all over world. They need scalable storage, fast querying, secure access. But Snowflake for what happened? Say best data warehouse, cloud service. Why Snowflake data warehouse? For query execution purpose. Database for storage purpose. So Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse. Local many RDBMS available data warehouse. MSBA, Power BA, Tableau. That is local. But Snowflake is a cloud-based data warehouse platform designed to store and process, analyze the large volume of data efficiently. And Snowflake is a inbuilt specifically for the cloud and support multi-cluster node creating many clusters. But Snowflake data warehouse for query execution, database for data storage purpose. Okay. Snowflake database purely cloud-based data storage and analytical data warehouse provided by the software as a service. There are three services available: platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, infrastructure as a service, application software as a service. This is on-premises. Application data, runtime, middleware, operating system, everything goes to local. But if you are using infrastructure, 50-50. 50% local, 50% cloud. Means your application in local. Data, runtime, middleware, operating system, everything local. But platform as a service, 20% cloud, 80% local. Application and data in local, remaining cloud. But but Snowflake, you are using software as a service, 100% cloud. This is the like Sky Blue is the you are managing, Pandacle or other manage forward this top. So here, so Snowflake database purely cloud-based data storage and warehouse provided by the software as a service. And Snowflake database is logically collection of database schema and object. It is created and managed entirely in the cloud plan. Unlike other database, we have to download and install it. No need. Understand that, everybody? So, everything in cloud side. And access database, how to do that? Through web console we are using. Or ODBC driver, open database connectivity, or JDBC server we can use. So what is Snowflake SQL they are using? ANSI SQL only. American National Standard Institute standard. This means all the most common operation useful in Snowflake. Why Snowflake better than SQL? Snowflake is the biggest difference. SQL Server is a on-premises solution. Snowflake is a cloud solution. This means SQL Server require hardware to run. We need to install it. But Snowflake not like that. Can be accessed from anywhere in the Snowflake. Now you are enter into the project. What is your work, day-to-day work? Day-to-day responsibility of Snowflake. Snowflake developer responsible for designing the data and developing and optimizing. Okay. Daily work, data modeling and schema design. How to design data. Next, ETL development. Extraction, transformation, or ELT part. Extraction, loading, transformation. That is a DBT tool we use. Design and develop the ETL part. Load data from the S3 backend. Or a copy into come. Next, what happened? Writing and optimizing SQL queries. Writing complex queries, views, procedure, CTE, user-defined function, and optimizing query profiling. Next, Snowflake performance tuning part. How to monitoring the query performance using query history table. Next is secure and access control. Implement the role-based access control we can do. In the regular session, I'll show you. To the Snowflake data sharing and integration. Next, automating Snowflake task available. Audit and task. Automate the job using star, task and stream. Task nothing but a automatic job. Streams nothing but a changed data capture CDC in SQL Server. The scheduled materialized view or order. Next, what are the tools we are going to use in this session? SQL and Snowflake category, ETL tool type DBT, PA reporting, Power BI or Tableau, scripting automation, Python, data integration, any one library, AWS or S3 backend, monitoring governance, Snowflake query tool. This is I prepared overall idea. Morning work, check failed jobs, query performance, to the afternoon task, to the evening task, and a career growth for Snowflake developer. Snowflake data engineer, if you want to go to Snowflake data engineer, focus on pipeline ETL for data warehouse. Snowflake data architect means designing the enterprise schema. Cloud data engineer, we need to learn cloud side, AWS cloud. Machine learning engineer using Snowpark AI model. So finally, Snowflake developer is a role, dynamic and covering the data modeling, ETL query optimization, and automation and security. Thank you. Thanks for watching.